welcome back to Sarah's Table. I know I say every single episode that this is a very special episode, but it is always a very special episode. And today, the reason why it is special is because I'm playing a game that was sent to me by a creator who found me on the interwebs, and I'm super excited to get to play it because it is about a heist, and I love a heist. I love it so much. Today, we are going to be playing The Great Soul Train Robbery by Alexi Sargent from Cloven Games, where you are a group of desperados, and you have decided for some foolish reason that you are going to be robbing the train that is heading to hell. And I'm so jazzed to see how badly this all goes. It's going to be wild. I'm going to do a quick safety discussion, especially because of the subject matter of this particular game. But I also think it's really important as a responsible gamer and a GM and a player at a table that you know where everybody's lines and bails are. You are telling a story with these people around you. You want them to feel safe and comfortable, and you want them to also respect you and know that you will be safe and comfortable. And so if you've ever watched the show before, you know that here on Sarah's Table, you will never find sexual violence, violence against children, or withholding food as punishment or starvation. We're going to avoid all the isms, where the racism, the ableism, the homophobia, bigotry, we're getting rid of all of it. It's going to be a joyful space, just like on the train to hell. It's probably a really chill.
Probably a chill spot.
Place. It seems chill to me.
Oh yeah, just nice, good vibes. Coach music from 1920.
I mean, the Great Soul Train Robbery feels like there should be some disco music and some jamming, and I'm really excited that we'll see if that is in here. Okay, we're going to go around the table, and I would love to introduce all of my players, but I think they could do it better than I can, so I'm going to let them on their own. I'm going to start down at the bottom of my screen, which I'm sure is not the way that this is edited. Thanks, Jeff. So I'm going to start down at the bottom with Michael.
Hi guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. I'm an Australian entertainer from Perth, Western Australia, and I specialize in tabletop role-playing games. I have my Twitch channel. I show up on other people's channels and invade them and make a fool of myself, which is why I'm here. I'm so looking forward to this. I have such strong vibes with Sarah because while D&D is such a huge and prominent part of the RPG space, nothing excites me more than playing games that are very distant to D&D, not your typical high fantasy adventure. So the idea of a bunch of desperados raiding a soul train, just I'm in. I don't care. I don't even care what I have to do. I'm just yes, let's get it done. I don't even know what we're after. What would we possibly need? Who cares? It's gonna be one of those things. It's so you're telling your grandson, yes, that's right. When I was a young lad, I stole the keys from the conductor of a hell train. Why? Just to say I bloody could. Also, there's the private washroom here, so he's stuffed.
Yeah. I mean, I had figured out what you were stealing, but that maybe feels better. You're just stealing the keys to the private washroom. We'll see.
That's it. Yeah.
Dread, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Josh, the Dreaded GM. I love all things gaming and people. You can find me on my Twitch channel on Dreaded GM, or you can check out my content on YouTube, Dreaded GM. I am absolutely ecstatic about being here. I think this is my third time at your table, Sarah. The first one was Sexy Battle Wizards, which was a lark, and then we also had Blades in the Dark, which was a gas as well. I think that's the proper term, right?
That feels correct.
Yeah, it feels correct. Let's check out Urban Dictionary, maybe. But if you want to see what I do, maybe don't do that. That's fine. But if you want to see more of what I do, head over to there, Dread GM on the Googles. And I'm very excited to play this game because I know I'm always going to have a great time on Sarah's Table.
Thanks, friend.
You're welcome.
Jay.
Hi, my name is Jeovani Ortiz. You can call me Jay. On the internet, I'm known as Mr. J Zetro. I'm mostly just a chill guy who kind of tries to gas up as many people around me as possible.
Yeah.
I try and sort of, I'm sort of in the middle of a big physical journey. I've lost about 200 pounds in the last 3 years.
Congratulations.
I've moved on from having a 9-to-5 job to more sort of diverse kind of lifestyle, a more content creator-ish lifestyle. And I sort of process everything through Twitter. So a lot of times people will just have a random deep tweet about mental health or D&D or literally whatever, but literally just a guy online trying to bring happiness.
Yeah.
And me and Sarah know each other from a game that we played for a while. Sarah surprisingly played a rogue, but I've been on Sarah's table once, and I played a princess.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Which princess were you? I don't remember.
Ooh, I cannot remember. I think I made up a thing. Oh my gosh.
Were you hair metal princess?
Yeah, I was. I wanted to make up a thing, and then the thing happened, and I was like, this feels better.
This feels better. Yeah, hair metal princess. That was great. Very
That's
funny.
right. I had my Guitar Hero guitar.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hell's
All
it.
coming back.
Now I'm on Twitter and I want to follow you. Exactly where is your Twitter account for the people at home and for myself?
Mr. Jay _Zetro Zitro. It's Ortiz backwards.
Ooh.
Very active. He's very active there.
Oh my god.
Oh, once in a while.
I can't find it. What's that? Now we got Mr. JAYZ. Sorry. That's
Hold on.
Mr.
I'm
J.
going to put it in the chat for you.
Cool.
Okay. I can't rewind the video just to get it.
I know. I understand. There you go.
Brilliant.
Okay, so the very first thing that we are going to do is build our characters. One of the great things about this particular game is that there's a table for everything. And I love that. So like you can choose off the table, but we're going to roll today and we're going to see what the dice tell you are going to do. So you'll have to make these notes however you would like to them, whether you write them out or type them on a computer. I am a very tactile person, so everything's on paper for me, but I do recycle, I promise. All right. I need everyone to roll me 2d6.
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 Oh, that's a good start.
Uh-oh.
6.
And? Oh, 6 total?
Oh, no, I got 8.
8.
I got 2.
2. Who said
So
2?
Nice.
I did.
Dag, you said 2?
Plus me.
Okay, Dag, you are a snake handler,
Oh, hell yeah.
and your specialty is poisons and serpents. Dread, you got an 8, so that you're a gambler,
Ooh, yeah.
and your specialty is 1,000,000 to 1 odds.
Yeah.
Jay, what did you get?
I got a 10.
10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are a blind drifter,
Oh my goodness.
and your specialty is scavenging.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna start here with Jay. I need you to give me another d6.
Okay. That's another 6.
Okay, and one more d6.
And a 5.
Okay, so you are motivated by a nobler motive, which is redemption, but also by a baser motive, which is boredom.
Okay. This is actually spot on for me.
Dread,
Holy moly.
give me a d6.
D6. Here we go. Big money, big money, big money. 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
and one more.
Okay. 3.
Okay, so you are motivated. Your nobler motive is a prophecy,
Ooh.
but your baser motive is a death wish.
Oh, I love it.
Could be wrapped up in that prophecy. Unclear.
I love it.
Dag, 1d6.
I've rolled the 2 ones already.
I know.
I've rolled 3 ones.
Okay, one, and then one more. Give me one more. This one's gonna be
Another one.
That's another one.
Okay,
Yeah!
so your nobler motive is love,
Oh.
but your baser motive is greed.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to head down to, there's a couple of other things that you will need to roll on a table. It generates your name and your weapon. Just
super quick. Have I just rolled like completely randomly a snake oil salesman?
It seems that way. Yes.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
All right. Dread, remind me of who you are.
I am a gambler with especially with $1 million to 1 odds.
Let's see what your name is. Give me a D6 roll.
D6. Let's go. Boom. 4.
You are Hector Boxcars Ramirez.
Oh my god. Okay. Hector Boxcar Ramirez.
And give me one more D6.
1d6. 4.
You have an ace of clubs, which is far heavier than you'd expect. That's your weapon.
Okay. All right.
And now I have a couple of questions for you to ponder.
Okay.
You're a gambler. Your specialty is 1,000,000 to 1 odds. Are you addicted to risky bets, or could you quit anytime you want? What do you think?
I'm addicted to risky odds, I feel.
And what is the most profitable gamble that you have ever made?
Oh boy. My brain immediately jumps to Squid Games.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like that's kind of maybe where I went, where I put my actual life on the line for a gamble. Let's say that I allowed some people, masked people, to hunt me, and I succeeded evading them.
Wow.
It's very interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope you won something good for that. Aside from your life, which feels important. But I mean, like...
Yep. I'm not sure exactly what I want, but maybe that'll come up, or maybe it's
it'll
in the
come
table.
Up. Could be. But there is a table of loot in the back, so I'll roll it up for you if you would like. I can do
yes,
that.
Please.
Okay. Dag, my snake handler. Give me a D6. Let's see what your name is.
Swear.
1.
Look, I'm not even joking about these.
No way.
Another one?
I feel like I need a dice cam.
Yeah.
That's 1.
Holy smokes.
All right.
No,
Well,
no, I figured it out. It's because this game we need to roll low.
You have to roll
I'm getting
low.
them all out
You're doing
now.
well.
And then
exactly.
when I get there,
Yeah.
when I get to the actual game, I'm not gonna roll high at all. Yeah.
Well, your name is Sam Snakebite Hutchinson.
Ooh.
And give me another D6 because it'll tell you have a snake. Your weapon is a snake. Is it another one? Did you roll another one?
Look, I haven't rolled it yet. I'm just okay. Here we go.
Look.
I really want the dice to make
All
it
right,
a 1.
Okay.
Are you gonna show it? Gonna show it just in case?
All right. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
All right, here we go. Okay. Hey,
6.
I got a 6.
Okay.
There
we go.
Ugh.
You have the Lethian Copperhead, whose toxin cures ill memories.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna head down to. I have a couple of questions for you. Wait. You're a snake handler. Your specialty is poisons and serpents. Are you a religious leader, or did you travel as a salesperson of dubious concoctions?
The second one, please.
Yep, seems correct. And so how do you command the snakes?
I have a particular kind of like a song that I kind of like hum or whistle, and as the rhythms kind of mean different things, the snakes kind of like pick up on the resonance of it, and kind of follow my commands.
Oh, excellent. All right. We need to go down to our blind drifter. I was really excited that somebody got blind drifter because give me a D6 to see what your name is.
1.
Oh, you're old Miss Maggie.
Oh, Miss Maggie.
Old Miss Maggie.
Oh.
I will die for you.
You might. And you have a knack for something. So give me a D6 to see what you are particularly good at.
4.
4. You have a good nose. You can sniff out anyone lying to you, usually.
Okay. All
right, here are your questions.
Smell the lies.
You're a blind drifter. Your specialty is scavenging. Did you wander around so much because folks weren't hospitable? Or just because you didn't want to put down roots?
Oh, it's the boredom and all I'd have to imagine is because I didn't want to put on roots.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to make sure I kept these bones nice and flexible.
Limber.
Also, were you always blind, old Miss Maggie?
Oh, I think considering the name, it's just a matter of the cataracts that's happened over time.
So before that,
I had vision.
You had vision. So what was your favorite? Like, what was the last thing that you remember clearly seeing? Oh no!
Oh, it was the most beautiful little device ever. It had a little pin on it. It kind of looked like a grenade, but it wasn't. And then I pulled it, and then my vision went away.
Oh
boy!
Wow. Okay.
Flashbang? I think they called it a flashbang.
I think it's probably fine. I think you're probably great. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That sounds great.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you don't have an answer for it now, what do lies smell like?
Oh yeah, what do lies smell like to you?
Well, I can't quite put a figure on it.
You can't really describe it.
Oddly enough, to me it smells like whiteout.
Whiteout.
Okay.
Interesting.
It smells like toxic fumes, almost like something you shouldn't be sniffing unless you wanna.
Yeah. It's like, weirdly, it smells a little bit like Sharpies. I don't know why.
Amazing.
So you are on the Great Soul Train, which is heading to a place called Dis, which is the version of hell that you are all heading to. I'm gonna read you a little intro. On the road to hell, there was a railway line, an express train to the infernal city of Dis, crewed by furies and carrying treasure and souls to damnation. You're going to rob it. You're a motley crew of desperados with mixed motives. Will you claim your prize from the train, or will you be overcome, damned, or broken by the heist? You have heard rumors about this train. You've heard rumors that its conductor is the embodiment of one of the 7 deadly sins itself. But you've all decided that the thing that it is guarding is too valuable to pass up. So the 3 of you are here as a team because it is rumored that Wrath, who is driving this train, is guarding a song so pure that the devil couldn't allow humanity to have it. Now, this train, it runs through the pit. There's not a lot of light outside. You do hear strange sounds coming from all around this train. And he keeps feeling like it's running things over, jostles more than a regular train should. And it runs on the hearts that have turned to stone in their lifetime. So billowing from the smokestack is thunder and lightning. So, it's cozy.
Cool. Yeah.
It's very chill. We all love it. Now, the three of you are in the caboose. You need to make your way through the train to the very front where the conductor is guarding his treasure. For those of you watching, there's only 2 stats in this game. It is lover and sinner. It is shifting stats. So they start both at 3, and my players are going to keep track of where they go. Whenever they roll one of them and succeed, then it will shift towards that stat. That stat will become a 4. The other stat will become a 2. The real issue with this game is that if either of those stats reach a 6, then the train has gotten you. So, and we don't know if that means that you die, or if it means it snatches your soul, or if it means that you were ejected from the train into the pit. We don't know what happens. We can decide that as a group if someone reaches 6, which
that's gonna be fine.
I don't want to call anybody out, Michael, but but it does feel like we may be having a character death today. It's fine. It's probably fine. Everybody is cozy. So, all right, the 3 of you in the caboose, tell me, why are you here? What made you decide to rob this train?
Well, I just wanted one last ride. One last hurrah. Oh, it's been so long since I had a proper thrill. And then these fine boys just promised me a good time, and I'm here for the ride.
Oh my God. I want to be Miss Maggie when I grow up.
Me too.
I love that she's just like, I don't have anything better to do, so I'm robbing a train to hell. What's up?
I'm unfortunately motivated by boredom and redemption.
What about you guys?
Hector.
Well, you see, I've actually come here to try and start up a new lucrative venture. I've now got myself a new hand on a very, very state-of-the-art product. That's, of course, the Hutchinson's Cure-All. It's a remedy that'll cure everything from blindness to altruism. Everything, of course, is doable with Hutchinson's. Now, the trouble is starting any type of project like this without capital is nearly impossible. So trying to find the right buyer for a beautiful song, that seems like a piece of cake. So I'm coming here to start up capital to start my own business.
All right. What about Hector? Why is he here?
Satisfaction. I want it and need it.
Good.
I have never had it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sounds rough.
Yep.
Hey, Hector. Say, I am vengeance.
I am vengeance.
Nice.
Oh,
Pretty good. So, do the 3 of you, how do the 3 of you know each other?
Well, old Miss Maggie's my grandma.
Oh.
Oh, yes, my boy.
Yes, I'm the one who. Yes, I'm the one who told her about my venture, and she's the one who told me about the carriage. So I said I'd go and get the song myself, but she insisted to come along to make sure her bouncing baby boy was not going to get into too much trouble.
I understand that.
Bouncing.
And I'm I don't know how I got here.
Perfect. No,
Well, you
that's
see, knowing that Mima was coming with me, I decided that what I was going to do was hire a gambler because if he can die instead of us, then all the better. I mean, if I could find someone to invest in what I'm doing and believe in our success, then all the better.
You're so rambunctious.
This seems like a really strong bond between the three of you. This is going to be.
I love my Mima.
Oh, my boy.
Marcel. So good.
So you all have your own reasons for being here. Some of them may be intertwined. What are you planning on doing with the song once you get it? We touched a little bit on it with Sam. Sam wants to sell it and take the money and do a new scheme. Hector, what are you planning on trying to do with the song if you get it?
I think that pretty chip will be nice to have if I want to play on the divine stage.
Oh, okay.
High rollers, if you will. Yeah.
So it sounds a little bit like you're interested in gambling with a higher power with this song.
Yes.
Cool. I'm sure that will go super well for you. Maggie, if you were to get your hands on the song, what would you be doing with it?
Well, mostly, I'm convinced that the song will present itself in the way that is best needed. And what I thought is probably it would be some sort of jingle for my grandson. You see, he has this glorious little project of his, and I just want the best for him.
Oh, Maggie is too sweet for this train, everybody. Just want to let you know.
Oh.
So you are going to be moving forward. There's only one way to go here. It's a train.
Cool.
So you head forward. You're opening the door into this first car, and you have arrived in the armory. There is a brimstone Gatling gun mounted up top. The scent of gunpowder, claws clinking against blades, the forces of hell waiting for the call to battle. Now, how can you tell that the armory was specifically tasked with stamping out desperados like yourselves? Okay. Inside the armory, bored furies and Pinkertons are gambling, grumbling, and smoking to pass the time. These particular folk are not gambling for money. They are gambling their most precious memories away, gathering it from other people. As you walk in the room and you scan, look around, one of the Furies catches your eyes and says, "Well, there's some more room at this table. You come on over. Come on over."
Nice, yes.
Okay.
What are we playing?
In the center of the table is a pile of what look to be little chips. And you watch for a moment, and they're sort of shifting them around, and the chips themselves are changing color a little bit as they're getting shifted. They go through 2 or 3 hands of this. You all feel fairly certain that you could probably fake your way through it.
Boxcar has definitely done this fake through a game before. No matter what the game is, Boxcar is there and figures out the rules as they play.
Okay.
So Boxcar is going to look it down and then realizes that he has had memory loss recently, and gets like goes on the train of thought. It's like, have I already played this? Have I forgotten something already? He shakes that feeling off. He snubs his nose, like, all right, deal me in. How do I
As soon as you say that, 5 chips appear in front of you.
He starts doing poker chip tricks.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, fanning them.
Well, when you pick one up and you start manipulating it in your fingers, you are overcome with sort of these like base memories, right? The sense memories that you have. You can smell like the smell of baking bread, and you're suddenly reminded of being like a child, and your mother was baking this bread, and she would do it, multiple times a week, and it made you always feel really safe. And you realize that this is the memory of your mother baking bread that you now have the option to gamble with.
So you see Boxcar look at it, and as he looks at it, it's like, this is probably one of my least available ones. I'm gonna definitely bet this one. And as he puts it down, he starts to fan over the other poker chips, and you see that each other poker chip is actually a major victory that he made in a gambling scene. So he values that one the least. It might still be very valuable to others, and maybe even to him. Like, he doesn't know how valuable it is, but he's like, that's a $5 chip. But it's definitely valuable. It definitely has value. So he goes onto the table. There's 4 other chips here where he's gotten that dizzying high of winning, and so like he's like, my best wins. Yeah.
So this feels like a sinner roll because this is not great. So go ahead and roll me a d6, and you can tell me if your specialty, if you feel like you can use your specialty, then you can have 2d6.
Hells yeah. My specialty being so I just work it into the narrative.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. He looks down. I'm all in. I'm all in. 1,000,000 to 1 odds. I'm all in. He puts them all in.
Oh my God.
The memory of his victory over being his biggest prize is on there as well. It's like the crown jewel of his memory. But he puts it all in. I'm taking you all. Does anyone call? Huh? He looks over and he's like just glaring at people.
I mean, there's a couple at the table that are like, yeah, whatever. And they have like, they match you. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hells yeah. So so I get another dice.
So you because you used your specialty. So you get 2d6 and you're wanting to roll below a 3 on one of them.
Below a 3. Okay, cool. Quicker. All right. All right, I got a 1 and a 4.
Okay, so you do succeed, which means that you have now taken all of their memories.
Ha ha ha! Big money, big money. Thank you.
Okay, but as you are pulling them back and you're touching them, some of these memories are not good memories. So you're like dealing with some pretty heavy memories. There's also some really lovely ones. Somebody gambled away the memory of their wedding day. Somebody gambled away the memory of their first kiss. But then there's like some bad ones. Like somebody gambled away like a loved one's death, so they don't have to remember that. But bad breakup. So like you're sort of bombarded with all of these memories at the same time.
Yeah, you can see like this distorted expression on Boxcar's face as he's pulling them back, sort of like seeing them flash into his mind. So he puts them back now, and he's got a nice tidy sum of these memories. He looks around. Has everyone still got lots of memories in front of them?
There are several people who have memories, but while you have been doing this, I'm gonna ask, what is Sam doing? Because I don't know that he is.
So Sam is after getting Mima into the carriage, sort of leaving his hand out so that she has, because obviously she's blind, like helping her into the carriage. The first thing Sam does is almost like this like spidey sense. He just sort of tries to sense who's got the heaviest wallet, like who looks like they're wearing the most the most like jewelry and things like this. Like he's just scanning the sinners in this car, looking for his next big mark.
All right, so but first, also Hector, make sure that you have shifted your stats to be 4 and 2.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Great. Excellent. Sam, please. This is absolutely a sinner roll because you are trying to target somebody.
What?
Okay. Well, I don't know I don't think you can use your specialty on this one.
No.
So just 1d6 and you need to roll below a 3.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah, shift your stats. And then, as you are scanning the place, you actually see somebody, this older gentleman in the corner who looks a little out of place. He's like sort of clutching his money pouch to himself and kind of like looking around very nervously.
Okay. All right, Mima, I'm going to put you over at the craps table. Sammy's got to work as I adjust my like little collar and stuff like that. Quit it, Mima, you're embarrassing me. What is this nervous looking individual doing by themselves?
He's sort of like just tucked himself into a corner and he looks like he's looking for a place to go, but like hasn't built up the nerve to get anywhere yet.
I sort of saunter over to him and I actually approach him from his blind side.
Of course,
so wherever he's like looking, I sort of leave here and I'll be like, hey kid, I know exactly what you're thinking. These guys, they're not your scene, right?
Right.
You don't belong in a place like this.
Yes.
Yeah. No, these people, they're it's chump change. A person like you is looking for more. Look, see these are 10 fingers. If I broke each one of them, I couldn't tell you how many fingers I would need in order to point you at a right deal.
Are you gonna break my fingers?
No, not at all. In fact, you're going to be breaking mine when you hear about how you missed the opportunity. You know what? This might not be for you. Hold on, never mind.
No. What are you?
I'll turn around and there's like this huge grin just on Sam's face as he says, "Well, kid, let me tell you something." And I'm gonna try and here's what I'm gonna try and do.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about just a bunch. Like I'm not gonna halfling double speak here because I feel like that's just gonna be a whole thing. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find out like how he got here, and specifically if he has tried to like move through the cart. How if anyone has tried, if you've seen people go forward and like disappear, you know what I mean? I'm trying to gain information, but play it off as though I'm winding him up to pick a really important thing to do right now. Like I'm saying that you've got the right stuff, kid. You I can see it all over your face. Once I was in the presence of the president of the United States himself. Yep, that's right. Good old he's like really kind of saying, and I see the same kind of greatness in you. And yeah, just onward.
All right. Outwardly, that would seem like a lever roll because you're trying to like pump him up, but it's for really bad purposes. So I'm going to say it's another center roll.
Uh-oh. All right. That's a 1.
Successful. So the information that you were looking for is if he had seen people move through the car.
Yes. If anyone has moved, like if he came with anyone. And if anyone's tried to move.
Yeah, forward. So he did come with someone. And he came with 2 people. One of them is still in the room, but is like gambling heavily and has lost a ton of his memories and doesn't even remember who he is anymore. The second one didn't even sit down at a table, and after scanning, moved through the door at the other end towards the front of the train and has not come back.
All right.
Most people, he is telling you most people stay here.
All right. Well, thank you, kid. And if you really want to know what to do next, why don't you go gamble with on that table there? I reckon you've got a lucky streak in you a mile long.
This one right here? This one?
Yeah, I point at Hector's table.
You're all chumps. I'm the best.
and as the kid looks at Hector doing that and looks back at me, I'm just going,
big thumbs up.
You got this guy. So just so I know how the sin stuff works.
Yeah.
So at the start, I allocated my lover and sinner traits. So because I've done the sin actions twice, I go up 2 sin.
Mm-hmm. So you should be at 5 sin and 1 love.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, we always have the opportunity to, you can voluntarily shift, or it just means that the next action you take should be some sort of altruistic situation.
Could I petition that helping my blind grandmother was an act of love?
Yeah.
I love my Mima.
Yeah, no, I know. That's not going to work every time, but yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you take that one. Speaking of blind grandmothers, Miss Maggie, what are you doing in this train car?
Miss Maggie would probably hearing something about a crafts machine or anything, and just sort of, hello, can I play this machine in front of me? Hello.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just see what machine that is. Excellent. All right, Miss Maggie. You reach forward. Your hands find some levers and some buttons. Tell me what you're doing.
How many levers, how many buttons?
There are 2 levers and there are 2 buttons.
It would definitely be lever,
Mm-hmm.
opposite button,
Okay. Lever button.
and then other button lever.
Okay. Do you remember, friends, when I said that there was a Gatling gun
Oh, dip.
in the ceiling of this room?
Cool.
Your pal, old Miss Maggie, just started shooting
This is some Mr. Magoo stuff.
into
Oh, what's this?
what would you like
Oh my
to
God.
do?
Having this happen, looking out for my fellow thrill seekers, I'm going to try and move them off in some sort of direction.
Okay.
Altruistically, say, get out of the way, grab the chips. Remembering back to the various other like illegal gambling dens that I might have been in. It's like, book it.
Okay. I will let you shift your stats back. I'm assuming that's what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you are gonna get shot once.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna say it like right in the meaty part of your butt. Just like one, just like
Yeah.
What's happening?
it's just still
Stop Sergeant Mima.
It's so realistic sounding.
What type of
did I
wound
win?
is it? I win.
Meanwhile,
So I mean it was a graze. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
like it's uncomfortable. You are bleeding. You know, you got shot.
My butt.
Yeah. Oh no, my butt. But like It's not debilitating for sure.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sam's going to try shouting at Mima over the roar of the Gatling gun
It is really
while
going.
crawling over to Hector and trying to pull Hector under a table.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, let's see how successful you are. Give me a roll, a lover roll.
Oh. That's a 6. Goodbye, Hector.
That is not. Okay, so your stats do not shift. You just like can't get him.
My chips. I need my chips.
He's trying to
My
get
chips.
the chips.
Go, man.
It's loud.
I need
It's
my winnings.
confusing. There's a bunch of people all trying to like simultaneously stay with their chips and their memories, but also like take advantage of the confusion to try to get some of their memories that they had gambled away back. And like,
I'm gonna sin. I want to grab some more as well. If I see others doing that,
give me a sin roll.
All right. Let's go. Yes. Oh, 1.
Success.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, you have just like a pouch. Like you just like took your shirt and like made a little pouch with it, and you're just like sweeping stuff. You just like have all of this stuff. There's ones like falling onto the floor from other places, and you're like picking them up and stuffing them in pockets and stuff.
Jackpot.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mima.
Yeah.
Oh, we're winning! Yes, my boy.
Mima, turn your hearing aid on.
I really wish that I could draw Mima operating a Gatling gun.
A brimstone Gatling gun. So it's like a hellish instrument of death.
Yeah. So
like
good.
I'm holding my hat down, like trying to keep cover.
Amazing.
Oh, yay. Listen, even if we never make it out of this car, this has been worth it for me.
Yep. Shortest RPG session ever.
And done. Thanks so much for coming. Mima killed all of you. Gatling gun. So, I mean, you have a couple choices. I mean, you can stay here if you want. You can try to move into the next car. Like, what are we doing, friends?
Let's get out and book it, go. That's what Boxcar starts yelling.
Mima shuffles.
Wait.
No, yeah, go ahead. That's my intent. I'm just yelling that out. We don't have to go.
Mima, what are you doing?
Literally, the wait is probably the correct thing to do in this situation. Mima just begins shuffling forward, whichever direction that is, until the redirect happens. And
yes, this is delightful. Let me see which direction you're going.
Awesome.
Okay.
Amazing. Now, those memories that I got, can I just absorb them? Or are they permanently poker chips? Okay, so yeah.
No, let me figure out what's happening with Mima.
Yep.
Mima is going back towards the caboose.
Yeah.
Oh, get away from that sound. It's so dreadful. As I'm walking off, I'm reaching out and pawning anything that I can feel on any surfaces that I can reach.
Okay. So Mima, in this confusion, let me head down to. Okay, there is. Give me a D6 roll, because then I'll tell you how many things you have found.
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what you were able to snag. You were able to find. It's going to be hard for you to see it because you're blind. However, you found a silk handkerchief with numbers written on it.
Okay.
Could they be a safe combination? Unclear.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm going to give you one more because of the amount of craziness that is happening in there right now. Oh, okay. You also found a beautiful comb made of bone that whispers softly of what you've lost.
Oh, no.
Oh, I want to know what it's whispering now.
A bone comb that just on top talks about my blindness.
Chatting about you.
Oh, that's weird.
seeing.
Why is there another person here with us? Where are they?
I got you see.
Oh no!
And it's like other things too. It like talks about your first great love. It talks about, like
PHO.
your like mobility and like so it's not just your sight. That's obviously it mentions that, but like there's like literally everything that you have lost in your life.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
With the ladies.
Don't give it the boxcar. Don't give it a box.
Don't. Yeah, no. Sam.
So Sam seeing Mima going the wrong way.
Poor Mima. Just looks happy though, grabbing stuff.
Yeah, she looks great. I mean, this is where Sam really picked up everything.
Yeah.
So Sam will very quickly. Do I see that guy that the nervous dude said had lost his memories?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of like is the Gatling gun still going even though me and Mom
no, it's it was like wedged somehow. It's just like panning and shooting. I don't know how, but it is.
All right. Mima!
What? Okay.
No, just okay. I move over to the guy. You.
What?
Listen here, Sonny. Did you make your way through that door?
The one in front. No, I haven't. No, I didn't.
Okay, let me try something. I pull out a snake. I hit him in the brain. I'm
Snake whip.
Okay, so this is
he's scared.
This is well, wait. This is my Lithian copperhead who has the ability to restore memories.
All right.
Oh.
Then I'll ask him again.
It's okay, boy. It's okay. Don't be scared. I try and I grab the child, the person's hand, calm them down.
You know what they say, a snake's bite makes right.
Don't like it.
Don't worry, let the natural venoms do their work. It's a curative.
Oh.
It'll help your baldness.
I'm bald? Oh my god. When did that happen?
What, do you have a mirror?
I don't. He remembers he did try to go forward, but he got pushed back into the room by something.
He's pushed back into the room. Ooh, I'll take that. All right. All right. All right, Hector. On the count of 3, I grabbed Mima and I said, "Okay, Mima, now as fast as we can. Ready? 1, 2, run for the door!" I hold on to Mima and I wait for Hector.
Oh my God.
Shot in the butt.
You got shot in the butt.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like that was a lover situation for Sam because he's protecting everybody. So give me a lover roll.
Nice.
All right.
And those memories, do they get absorbed?
Yes, but I'm going to tell you how it happens when we resolve your roll.
Let's go.
1. You're getting it. Yeah. So shift your stats. You and Mima, while you make it for sure. Mima, give me a roll.
Alrighty.
This feels, I'm going to say this is a sinner roll because you did create this problem. 6. Mima got caught on a table.
Oh no!
So it's still stuck in the train. Hector, give me this feels like a sinner roll. You are abandoning as well. You are abandoning ship. So
no.
Is that bad? Are you at?
No.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna see. Is it possible to use my speciality here to say that I'm not
Million
giving
to
up
one
my
odds?
loot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
there's a hell screamer Gatling gun just like throwing brimstone towards me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that
I'm
feels
like,
right.
I'm not giving up my loot. No, it's mine. It's mine. That is a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
You make
Hell's
it
yeah.
to the door. As you're going, and you're holding all of these, any of them that are touching your skin
Yeah.
are starting to leak into you. They're becoming
That's weird.
part of you. And,
I don't like that.
and so you are like starting to become overwhelmed by all of these memories that are not yours.
Someone's else's
Yes.
lives are flashing before your eyes.
It's very confusing. And because these are all souls on the train to hell, some of them have been there for a very long time. It's a lot of different time periods. It's a lot of different places in the world. Mima is still hung up on a table.
Okay. Mima screams for help.
Sam comes to help.
Okay.
This is
Oh. Wow. All right. Well, I just rolled doubles and they were 3s. They were right in the middle. So I'm going to adjudicate it this way. I'm going to say that you're able to get yourself back to the doors. You are entering into the next car.
All right.
The next car that you are going into, my dears, is the bar car. Pick your poison. A wooden bar polished to a mirror-like shine. Bottles clinking and rattling with the train's motion. A solicitous bartender taking slurred orders. You don't think you're passing through here without a drink, do you? What'll it be, Desperado? Let's see what he gives you. Oh. A fancy mixed drink shoved into your hand, like a gin sling. It refreshes the palate and leaves you feeling indisputably superior to the mangy crowd around you. There are several people in this car. Sam, you look around and there's a lady in the corner and you know exactly who she is. Tell me how this lady in particular broke your heart years ago.
well, as I live and breathe, if it isn't Sarah Dumont de Beaumarchais.
Oh no.
Oh, Sam. Old Sammy Hutchinson. What are you doing here?
I swore that the next time I'd lay my eyes on you, I'd give up drinking. But I think the drink was all that I had left after you took everything from me.
Oh, no.
My house, my cart, my wagon, my favorite donkey.
Well, I mean, I only took what I was owed, Sammy.
What you are owed? You stole everything from me. And for what? For a man who sells mustache oil. Who wants to oil a mustache?
Well, it turns out like everybody who has a mustache wants to oil the mustache.
You watch as very kind of what's the word, like with a bit of anxiety. Sam sort of brushes
his own mustache
because he's never been able to grow a mustache. So he kind of like bites his lip and he's like, he says, well, it shouldn't surprise me at all that a hellspawn like you ended up here. But I think these accommodations are a bit luxurious for what you ended up doing.
Oh, and what did you think I ended up doing?
Oh, you know what you did. We have like the little...
Oh, we're flashing back. Flashback, tell me.
Flashback, because there's an actual thing that you could do with flashbacks.
Yes,
there?
That is correct.
What's the mechanic on flashbacks?
So if you flash back to how your vice led you here, you can shift one away from lover and bring it to sinner.
All right, but I think my sinner is at 3 now from where it's lowered, and my lover's at 1. So can I go the other way? And
Okay, so one, it would have to be they have to always be equal. They have to always equal 6.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it would be 3 and 3 again. So you
3 and
can
3.
you can shift again if you would like to 4 and 2.
I will 4 and 2. I want to lower my sin and increase my love, because I feel like I'm going to sin a lot.
What do you mean?
Everything's fun. So as this scene opens up, we find ourselves on a dry and dusty road. There's a wagon just loaded with literally like furniture and barrels and chemistry kits and clothes and stuff like that. There's a very, very large, very, very well-groomed donkey at the front. A man sort of comes out wearing like a bowler hat, this immense curly mustache, like kind of Robotnik, like, girth of mustache, kind of walks out and kisses a woman on the cheek. As Sam is pulling up, alongside, he's got his little bag by his side. He's got a kind of like his little walking cane, like with snake leather on it. He comes up and he says, "What's going on here? You're leaving me now of all times?"
I mean, don't consider it more as like leave. Here's what I'm gonna do, honey. I am planning on heading. We need to sell some of this stuff because you have run our finances just right into the ground. So I am gonna go sell all of these things, and I'll come back with the money.
But well, you know what? That's actually quite enterprising. And look, my best friend in the whole world, Albert, is going with you.
Yeah, he has agreed to help with the sale. I have this little woman brain. It's real hard to
I
know all the things.
You know what? I am truly lucky to have such a fine fiance and a wonderful best friend. Oh, I could not ask for a better friend in the whole wide world. In fact, one day I think they should sing songs about the friendships that we 3 have. And they probably will once we sell. And I sort of tap the box. I'm going to go inside and get ready. Maybe I'll come with you.
Oh, that will be wonderful. You just go in, take your time. We'll wait for you.
He goes in and closes the door. He packs a suitcase, but by the time he comes out, the wagon is long gone. Dust and tumbleweed moves past, like kind of just on the ground, and there in the dirt, in the kind of like mud, like kind of thing, is a golden wedding band. As he leans down, he picks it up. He looks out into the distance, like in all directions. And out from behind, inside the house, Mima's there is like, "Where's the TV?" as he clenches the ring and he says, I'm gonna sell this. I will, and I'll get my revenge one day when I make it as a big shot. You'll see. They'll all see.
The wavy lines back come.
Thank you, Mima.
Mima's yelling encouragement in your memory. Looks exactly the same age. Like Mima is eternal. I think. I'm not sure how it happens.
Mima is eternal.
Big plot twist. Mima is actually Wrath.
Yeah, right. You ruined the end.
No.
Sorry.
So. She's actually at the table with Albert, you notice. But Albert is drinking what looks like black coffee, but it's blacker coffee than you have ever seen anywhere. It's like a cup of emptiness, like it's the black hole, so dark. And he's got kind of an intense look on his face. He downs that black coffee and he shatters the cup on the ground. And then he draws a gun. Points it at Sam.
Whoa. I say,
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
sorry,
ahead,
I was
Hector.
going to say Boxcar's going to say, hey, there's no need for that.
Sam basically dropped his dice.
Oh,
Sam
Sam
will,
he was
Sam will say, oh yeah, go on. So
He's-
Sam will say, now see here, you've taken everything from me, and I'll be damned if you'll take my life too. And I'll grab the gun, and I'll like, yeah, and do that dramatic,
While
thing.
that's happening, Mima's picking up the shattered pieces of the glass. Like, I'll get that for you.
Oh, Mima is too pure of a soul to be on this
I-
train.
Maybe
I'm gonna try and help.
unintentionally getting behind the person that that her grandson is fighting or trying to get.
Okay, then this seems like I'm going to say it's a lover role because you are defending your grandson. So give me a lover roll.
2.
And where was your lover at?
It was at everything I rolled on had been a table.
Oh, great. So you were at 3. So yeah. So
Okay,
then
cool.
then shift it. So now your lover is 3 and your sinner, or I'm sorry, now your lover is 4 and your sinner is 2.
Cool.
You are able to get yourself in a great position to do the ridiculous tabletop thing if you want to, where they push you over. So you have, and you also have pretty sharp pieces of ceramic in your hand. If you passing that out there,
I kind of just sort of swipe them, trying to get them out of the way, but they're all perfectly placed in the spot that if somebody tripped over my back, it would just land on there. But I'm trying to get it out of the way.
Sure,
so
yeah. It's very nice of you.
Being helpful.
Sam, you are now engaged in a gunfight, and this is not this is a pretty selfish situation for you. You're not trying to protect anyone but you, so this feels like a sinner situation. So give me a sinner roll. See how well that goes. You always have the opportunity to take a scar, remember.
Yes. No, I won't take a scar. I got a 2 for that.
Great. You so shift your stats again. Sinner up. Lover down. I think that puts you back at 3s, yeah?
Yep.
So the shot, he does shoot. He misses you. He hits.
Oh, the other
Not
cheek.
me again.
No.
Doesn't hit you. It doesn't hit you.
Okay,
The
not
dice says not, Hector. You hit the bartender.
Oh.
He's a
innocent bystander.
he's a big fella. He disappears behind the bar and everybody freezes for a moment. And then this hand appears up on top, and then the other hand. And when he pulls himself up, he's got like a demon head. He's very upset. And now he's climbing over the bar towards this ruckus. What would you like to do?
I would like to beseech the bartender attempting a lover roll. Like, hey, that's not his gun. That's not his fault. The one that pulled the trigger is that one. And I point to the mustachioed gentleman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Give me a lover roll.
Okay, cool. I am at level 1. So do I need to roll in this
You
situation?
do, because you could still succeed. It would just be a yes but situation. So if you roll a 1,
okay.
then you do succeed.
Okay, cool. Boom. I rolled a. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Wait, okay, 6.
Okay. No, that's pretty much the opposite of succeeding.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have this earnest speech ready to go. Like you're just like, and you get up there and he just like, boom,
I think what I've done is I've mathed it wrong. But
Yeah.
I think it's still a fail. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'm actually level 5, and then I think since 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
well, either way,
So it's switch, but it's still fail.
doesn't help.
It doesn't change it. No, you're right.
He thunks, he like sweeps you aside. You like go flying like you're a rag doll. You smack into the wall and sort of slide down. In the process, one of the memory chips that you were carrying falls onto that bartender's skin and soaks in. Unfortunately.
Oh no.
This memory was of somebody winning in a bare knuckle boxing match.
Oh boy.
So he is swinging at Sam and Albert. His fists are so big, by the way. So, Sam, what would you like to do?
Kawa!
It's fair.
Yep. I'm going I dropped the gun and said, now listen, big fella, that's the guy you're after. And under the table. And Mima, grab under the table.
All right,
I reach out for the shattered piece.
Definitely a sinner roll, as you are abandoning this person to his fate.
Okay. I'm going to, you know what? I will scar myself on this one.
Okay. So you're going to take an extra die.
Yep. Now, okay, let me do that there. Okay, cool. All right. Scar 1. Okay. I got a 1 and a 4.
Okay. Well, the 1 succeeds. Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know if the 4 succeeded or not. I don't know where you're at.
So I'm at 3-3 at the moment. So no.
Okay. So you do succeed. You're able to pull yourself underneath. You're able to pull Mima with you. What scar do you take? What happens to you physically?
As Sam ducks under the table, he puts his elbow in the broken glass on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And there's now this running scar just down his forearm.
Down. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Scar 1. Mima, is there anything that you're gonna do now that you're under a table?
I'd say if I have a good nose, and I know it's supposed to be for lying, but I do smell the iron that's suddenly in the air.
Absolutely.
I'm just like, oh Sam, I'm so sorry. I tried to get all the pieces picked up. You need, and I point out to the bartender, look what you did to my boy. Look what you did. You scarred him. You scarred him. I tried to try and again blame the person further.
Give a I think lever roll again. I think you are in full defensive mode.
Okay, 4, 2. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 5.
Okay, didn't work. Your stats don't shift. What did happen is now the bartender wants to punch you guys as well.
Oh no!
So the bartender smashes the table, and it the thing that you were hiding underneath is now gone. Pieces of it are on you. It's not pleasant. Hector, where are you? He just
I'm still brushing myself off. I would assume.
Yeah.
Quick question: Did it shift at all when I failed?
No.
No. Okay,
failing does not shift you.
Okay,
only
cool.
success shifts you.
Okay, cool. I'm going to sort of pick myself up, and I'm going to start playing with the poker chips, and I'm going to try and say, "How about we play for this?" Trying to just I'm not attacking, so I'm trying to be let's play in an altruistic way.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to convince in a loving way. It's let's just play a game, huh?
Okay.
Come on.
Give me a lever roll.
All right. We can sort this out with a game. 5.
That is
a lover is at 5.
Okay.
I think that's a success with a complication.
I thought you said lever. I thought it was the other way around.
Which one? Oh no, so I screwed up because I'd been doing sins, so I think that it gets harder and harder to roll under because I did a lot of sinning before.
Which means
so
that the sin should be high.
The sin should be high. Because I need to roll underneath the sin, don't I? To make it, and that makes it harder for me to sin instead of like. I might be wrong.
You move toward the stat that you are succeeding at.
Right. So it's easier to roll the one that I'm using more of.
Right, and closer to death.
Oh, okay. So I did screw that up. So it's so 1 lover and then 5 sin. Okay. Oh boy, I made that choice without that perfect knowledge. So what I'll do is
I think. Let me just. Well, now I'm concerned. Now I'm not sure. So let me check it.
It's okay.
because
the way that I thought
that I was correct. But hold on.
Just the way that I thought of it on my piece of paper, I have like 3 dots.
Uh-huh.
I wrote there, and I started right in the middle. And if I succeed at lover, then that grows by 1.
Right.
Your love. Yeah. That's correct. When you succeed at a roll, shift a point to the stat you rolled with from the stat that you didn't roll with.
Which just makes you more tempted to use that one more and more and more, and sort of
correct.
honing in on it. Okay, cool.
Okay, but if you're at 5 and you make a roll without doing something first, then that puts you at 6, which will make the train eat you.
Right. Okay, cool. Because you don't want to go to 6. You
don't want to go to 6.
Yeah.
So
okay, cool.
But you have an opportunity to, before you are making this,
so
you could do a flashback to tell me how your vice led you here to the train before you challenge the bartender.
Okay, cool. All right, we are going to appear inside of a dark room with a green felted table. There are cards and chips littering the table as well, as several people are playing some sort of game. In walks Sam, who has heard rumor of someone that is willing to risk it all for the ultimate prize. Sam?
Here I am. Bit more pungent than I thought it would be, but I suppose I wouldn't expect to find the man I'm looking for in a nice establishment. You there, he says, pointing at like this rather large and heavy-set individual, goes, you, I've heard that the greatest gambler in these here parts drinks at this establishment, and I've got to say, you look the part. I'm pointing at a completely different person.
I'm pretty good. He's nothing. You can see Boxcar pick up his cigar, and it sort of blooms with that fiery light. He takes in a puff and just blows it out. I beat him 10 times over. So, shut up, Boxcar. So loser,
Boxcar.
obviously.
Well, perhaps we'd like to see how risky a wager you're willing to take.
What's the game?
You watch as he pulls out from behind his ear a gold coin.
Oh.
And he says, "Hey, big guy, do you reckon you can hold this for us?" Right.
I want so much for Mima to be there.
Mima can be there. Yeah, I bring Mima everywhere. So I say now.
I love this one.
Now, hold it tight as you can. Yep. Now, if you can hold on to this for the next 10 minutes, you get to keep that shiny coin.
Pretty easy game.
It's a very easy game. I then pull out what looks to be like basically like just this stack of notes. And then I put it on the table, and I say, I'll bet you that you can't get that coin off Big Muscles here.
Oh.
Okay, I love it. Boxcar is going to look over and go. He's going to stand up, and then Muscles starts looking over towards him. You ready to do this? Or No, I don't want to. Too bad. He takes his cigar and throws it in Muscle's face. It hits and cinders fly off in all directions. And you see Ramirez jump over the table and bring his elbow directly into the nose, and it cracks. And he just like starts wailing and pounding. Stop! Pounding and smashing and crashing and just like beating Muscles up. Stop! Stop! He starts pushing back. His hands begin to start getting slick with blood and mucus as he then just keeps punching. And then the coin slips out from his fingers as he's sort of like guarding his face. He picks up the bloody gold coin, looks at it. And then, did I win? He's just covered in blood.
And we are
muscles.
And we are back into the regular like
Can I say it was actually a riddle, and the actual answer was to just wait 10 minutes, and then you could have taken it just borrowed it off him.
Yeah.
Just this look of like, oh my god, you're perfect.
So now you have shifted. So now you can roll your lover stat to see what happens.
Okay, and it's 2 now, right? And it's 2-4.
Well, your lover would be 4.
Okay, my lover would be 4.
And my shifted down, and your sinner is 2.
My sinner is 2. Okay,
so you want to roll below a 4.
Below a 4.
Here we go. 3.
Yeah. Okay. So now we shifted back. So your lover is now 5, and your sinner is 1. But that the train has not eaten you. And the bartender looks up at you, sort of like calculating, tilts his head, and he like grabs a table that somebody else was sitting, like cowering underneath, and just like yanks it over. And he sits down. He's a big fella. He sits on the ground, and it's still the proper height for this table, and beckons you over.
He sits down. All right. What do you want to play?
He gestures at your chest.
My heart. All right. And what are you putting on the line?
He gestures at his own chest.
Let's do this.
All right. This feels like a sinner roll to me.
Yeah, definitely.
So now you have some options. You can use 1,000,000 to 1 odds. So you can roll a second one. If you decide you want to take a scar, you can roll 3d6. However, if you roll all 6s, the conductor will appear. And start that.
We going all of them? Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
All right.
Figure out how to give myself a scar. You know what? What I'll say is, as the heart is put on the line, Boxcar starts to feel a burning sensation as there's this like almost surgical line cutting open as well, and it's cindering and burning, almost like that cigar bloom from the previous scene.
Yeah.
Okay. And definitely putting 1,000,000 to 1 odds on, and we will do this by also throwing down his ace. He's going to put that on the table. It's the table with a heavy thunk.
Okay.
It is actually made out of a very heavy metal. Some has said it's tungsten. Others have said it's like titanium. But no one's been really sure what it's made out of. It's always sort of like it feels very heavy. And actually, the metal of it looks much like the brimstone Gatling gun in the previous room.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So I got 3.
Got 3. Now, so you're at 2. So your sinner, you want to roll below a 2.
Below a 2. Yeah. Let's do this. Here we go.
I believe in you.
I dropped that one.
Okay. All right.
663.
Ooh, that was very close.
Yep.
The train sort of like the lights like flicker a little bit, and you hear like an angry, like a just a bellow of rage from somewhere. And the bartender points at your heart and says, like, come on. What are you going to do? Anybody else can also, you also have the options. My other friends.
Oh, man. What? Oh, gosh. No.
No. All right.
It was supposed to be my last ride.
Oh my gosh.
And if Mima says no, then I say no.
Cheese it. And I run.
I kick him in the balls, Grandma.
No.
Yeah, kick him in the balls.
Okay.
Cheese it. It's gonna work.
It's an ancient Hutchinson's sales tactic.
All right, well, let's see if that works.
I was gonna say, hey Jay, you could do a flashback where Mima's telling Sam about like the kick in the balls and cheese it tactic.
Oh yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time I told your father, Sam Hutchins Sr. or Junior? Are you I can't remember.
I'm your grandson.
Numbers are hard.
Numbers are hard.
I'm so old, you guys.
My father would be the senior. Your son.
Ah, yes. Oh,
That's okay. I'm only 7.
We always talk about how good chicken is. And people always call us chicken. But no, chickens are smart. Chickens are good. So I always remember what your father told me. Be a chicken.
Be a chicken. Okay.
But don't let them know.
Don't let them know. But what do I do if they're bigger and stronger than me, Mima?
You know what to do. Get your uncle in here.
Oh, hey, hi, hello. Yes. What's up?
Easy. Kick him in the ball.
I kick my uncle in the balls and run.
Ah! I should have known. I'm a part of this family. I was taught the same lesson.
And we're back in present time. Mima has just yelled, "Cheese it." I like that her name is Old Miss Maggie, but we definitely have abandoned that entirely, and we're just calling her Mima.
Mima, exactly right.
She's just yelled out, "Cheese it," and
Mima Maggie.
Taken the mic. So give
Is
me
it a
roll.
sinner or a love? Is it a sinner or a lover?
I feel the love.
I feel like
sinner, right? Okay.
I feel like it's a lover roll because you are trying to protect everybody in your own weird blind way.
That's a 4. That's a 4, which is exactly what I am at.
So it's tied.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a yes, but with a complication. So now, first of all, your lover shifts to 5.
Yeah.
And your sinner is now at 1. And
start doing some bad stuff.
I gotta start doing that. That needs to be on a sticker or a t-shirt or something.
This is me, Mom, looking in the corner.
I gotta start doing bad stuff. So you yell it. You feel confident that your message is delivered, and you start running, and you do get away from the demon, but now you are just like in the corner of the car,
feeling for an exit.
Like, can't quite find the door.
Oh, shit. Oh no! Oh crap!
So what are we doing? Are we cheesing it? What's going on? Is he taking the
Sam?
Sam,
Oh yeah, we're cheesing it. We're cheesing it.
Okay.
right.
This is definitely a sinner roll for you, Sam. I can't think of a single time that kicking someone in the balls would be considered a love action.
I love kicking people in the balls.
Sure.
That is a 3, which is not a success.
Okay.
Damn my loving nature.
So you go to kick him with the balls, but he like notices it coming and he like clamps his thighs around your foot.
Oh my god. Abort! He does Kegel. Run! Leave me! It's like a coyote. I kind of start biting my own leg to try and get it free.
I'll pick up my ace of spades and I'll get up on the table and I'm going to use it almost like a heavy sort of flat dagger. I'm going to try and hit him in the face, like boom, just like, boom.
Sam.
Yeah, to help Sam. So I could have left Sam. No, not Sam. No, the demon. I could have left Sam and ran. So I'm hoping this is a lover roll.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna
Now, hang on. Wait,
roll.
first, babe. Aren't you at 5?
No, I'm at 4.
You shifted
4,
back
2.
down to 4 and 2.
Oh, okay. I thought I shifted down back to 4 and 2.
Okay,
did it move?
that's fine. I just couldn't remember. So,
Okay.
did you get 4 or below?
I'm about to roll. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, here we go.
I believe in you.
Help! My foot is trapped in a demon's crotch.
5.
Okay.
Oh no! I'm gonna lose a leg.
So you go to slap across, and he reaches up and just like catches your wrist. So now he's got you and Sam. Mima.
So we've gone from like, all right, kick him in the balls and then run. Mima, save us!
Like in a corner reaching, it's like, time to do it again.
Oh no.
I turn.
Mima time. Mima time.
Does it sound like there's a lot of people? There's a lot of people in the bar.
There is a smattering of folk, and they are all like very confused. Like, I mean, the bartender's very scary, so they're all like getting out of the way.
I'm gonna wander behind the bar and start to knock down some of the bottles, and I say, "Open tap, y'all! Open tap!"
Okay.
Free
Try to cause
shots.
chaos.
I love it. Now,
Okay.
did I shift off that last one as well?
No, because you did not
Okay.
succeed.
Okay.
So give me this is a lover roll.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, this is pretty chaotic.
Cool. Good.
This
Okay.
is
Good.
this is a sinner roll.
Okay. Good. One is all I can do.
So
Okay.
it was tied, or you haven't rolled yet.
One.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
so now your lover.
go.
Now your sinner is 2. So this
Now
is a
it's
yes.
2.
This is a yes. But I'm gonna roll to see what you broke.
Okay. 4-2.
Okay. Okay. You break a bottle of sarsaparilla spiked with a touch of lotus. It fills the people around you with fuzzy contentment as your troubles seem so far away and hard to recall clearly. So, like, basically what happens is you diffuse the situation, but now you're high.
Oh, it's been a minute since my mom been like this.
Oh, amazing. So good.
Oh my.
The bartender has let go of the two of you because he's starting to shrink back down into like human skin form, and because he's you're making a mess, and so he goes over there, he's starting to clean up, and but like not like Mima is feeling so good, you guys.
Oh my goodness. Are we ready to go, boys? It's been such a nice trip.
Yes, Mima.
I
Yes,
take
Mima,
Mima's
Maggie.
hand. I take Mima's hand and I start walking to the next carriage.
By the way, Sammy boy, I found this. It's just a normal napkin that I can't tell has numbers on it because I can just feel it kind of, but I can't quite make it out with my delicate fingers. But here you go.
I'll take it and have a look at the numbers.
So it's written like it's a combination or something. You step into the next car and there is a large figure, and they turn around, their eyes are fiery, and they let out that same bellow of rage that you heard earlier. And like right here is where we're gonna take our bio break, which is
Okay.
so we're gonna go get yourself something to drink, maybe some sarsaparilla. I heard it's real good here. Maybe some coffee, although I heard that makes you want to fight. So be careful with it. Get yourself some refreshments and then come right back. So we'll see you soon. Welcome back. Over the break, we all talked about how we're so glad that we're not young and dumb anymore. And I hope that you're all feeling that at home as well. When we last left our heroes, you know what? I can't really say that they're heroes. Are they heroes?
My Mima calls me a hero.
Mima would call you a hero. Sure.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you, Mima.
And you know that Hector boy, he's a nice boy too.
Oh.
He's quite the hero too. Reminds me of my husband.
Thank you, Mima Maggie.
So sweet. I want to write the adventures of these three folks. Like after they get off this train, I'm sure that something amazing will happen.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll
Nothing
see
bad's gonna happen.
what happens. To recap, they have made their way through the train. They just saw a very scary individual. We have a couple of scars in the party. Where are everybody's stats at?
I've got one scar, and I'm currently at Lover 4, Sin 2.
Okay.
I am also at Lover 4, Sin 2 with a scar.
So lovey, this group.
I am also lover 4, Sin 2.
What?
No scars.
No scars.
So
Everybody protects Mima.
We love Mima Maggie.
This is about to go sideways.
I've always
big
loved
way.
the idea of having like an elderly lady as one of the heroes because like
Her.
I think they've just
Very
like
good.
seen some stuff, you know, like
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, not old Miss Maggie.
well,
I mean, up until a certain point. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
she
right.
used to see stuff,
Until
yeah.
the flashbang. Until the flashbang.
which
Yeah.
seems like you may be set off in your own face.
Well, you see, the thing I really wanted was the pin that was on the inside of it.
Sure. I mean, I understand. So the three of you standing there. The three of you are standing there. Giant creature, just like you recognize him as the illustrations of wrath that you have seen.
Oh.
We have reached the front of the train. You can see a little bit behind him out the front of the train, and it is hurtling at an incredibly fast pace through this pit. And its headlights not making it very far into the inky blackness, but there's just like hordes of creatures out there that are being pushed aside by the train. And it's just it's a terrifying mess out there. And before you can really gather yourself to figure out what's happening, the door behind you bursts open and three more people run into the room. One of them lifts a gun and points it at Wrath and says, "Hey, we're here to get that song, eh?"
A song? I thought I was in the bar. What happened? Where am I?
We're in the front of the car, Mima.
Oh,
We moved
that
on.
song is ours.
Mima pulls out a shank.
Yeah. At which point, the other two members of that team draw weapons and point them at you. The three of you.
And is that creature still bellowing?
Oh, yeah. It's very distracting in here.
Okay, so who are any of them pointing a gun at Mima?
Oh, yeah.
Sam basically starts to
no way.
his lip starts to tremble. His lip starts to tremble. His fist starts to shake, and he goes, "No one points a gun at me!" And I'm going to like get my bag, which is filled with snake oil, and then I'm going to open it up because it is also filled with snakes.
Where else do you get snake oil from?
Yeah,
Except from living snakes.
freshest snake oil this side of Missouri.
So you're just like tossing a bag of snakes out into the room.
Snakes.
How many snakes
Snakes on a
would
train.
you say are in that bag?
A bag full. A bag full.
3,000.
Give me a roll.
Okay, given that this is mostly a 2d6.
Yeah,
thing,
give
I'm
me
gonna roll
2d6. Let's see how many
we go.
snakes are in there.
There are 10 snakes.
10 snakes. Good. So let's see how this plays out. This is antagonistic. So it's going to be a sinner roll.
Very well. All right.
You can always take a scar. You only have one.
We do. I'm going
Because then
to.
you get 3.
Can I take a scar after I roll?
I'm going to say yes. So you can roll your
Okay.
2, roll your 2d6, and then choose to take a scar and roll a third.
All right. I got a 4 and a 3. So I'm going to take the scar.
The scar.
I'm going to take the scar. I get a 1.
Ah!
Hey.
All right. So as I'm throwing the snakes, one of the snakes, specifically my copperhead, turns around and bites me on the neck. It's like, Delilah, no, bad. It's like just, and yeah.
So 9 snakes now heading towards your enemies, one on your neck.
One is attached to my neck.
One like a tie, just sort of hanging on.
Yeah, it's how she says she loves you.
Yeah, and she does, clearly. So the other 9 snakes, they take out the one that is like, you were very pointed in your attack, and so all 9 snakes are on the one person who had pointed their weapon at Mima, and like just all over. And this person is now screeching in terror and like flailing around. And she shoots. Let's see who she hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 other people in the room. 4. She hits one of her companions.
Yay!
Nice.
That companion is not down, but ooh, are they mad?
Give me the play-by-play, grandson.
That's when I will use a love action to give the play-by-play to help direct Mima Maggie if possible.
Oh.
4-2. So it'll be anything 4 or under will be a success.
Okay.
And then it'll shift.
Correct. It would shift you up to a
Yes.
5 in love.
I'm too busy wrangling the snake that's attached to my
That's
neck.
attached to you. Son of a-
Just unclench, damn it.
Babe, relax. Do you have to start singing the song or just like humming?
Soft kitty, warm kitty.
All right, here we go. Just a roll. Boom. That's a 4.
Okay. It is a yes with a complication. So now your lever's up to 5. So you are able to, you give a really great description, like epic tale-worthy description. Like it's beautiful. However, you're so caught up in it that you don't realize that that you have wandered very close to wrath. Because you have like backed up so that you can view the whole scene.
Do my gestures and
and you bump into Wrath with your back. You're like back into him, and everybody sort of everybody, even the other group, everybody just kind of like gets real
What's
still.
happening?
And Wrath's big hand comes down and grips your shoulder.
Hello there.
Just like yells right in your face.
All right then. I am going to try and use my sin to steal something from Wrath. Whether that's the song or not, let me know. But I'm thinking, since I have a 1 in sin, perhaps that's 1,000,000 to 1 odds.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to flash back to does it have to be anything particular or just anything?
Something that has to do with your vice. So
My
something that
vice.
has to do with your gambling that led you to be
Okay.
there.
All right, okay, cool. We're going to flash back to one of my biggest victories, which is when I am standing in a room with a bunch of aristocratic business people and who have just like bigger than life. They got more money than they could ever worry about. And I'm stretching out. You can see me like going like this. And I look towards them all and it's like, it's like, well, if I win, I get it all. And you can see that the several other businessmen are just like, yeah, of course. They've got like weapons, all that you can imagine. They've got night vision goggles. They've got hunting dogs. You can see that they are going all out. I look out the window and there's just this massive island filled with traps and whatnot, and there's just a big smirk comes on Ramirez's face as he catches his reflection. This is exactly where he wants to be. It's not about the prize; it's about the thrill of the gamble. You can hear the sound of the businessmen and the aristocrats sort of like locking and loading, ready to go for the hunt. And then he just runs out into the island and then into the pitch blackness.
Okay, so that gives you that ships you up to 2.
Yeah,
You only have 1 scar.
one
Right?
scar.
You can take a second scar and roll a 3rd die.
A 3rd die? Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm not
first,
sure
tell me how
exactly.
your scar would happen.
I'm going to look up towards Wrath and just with the most playful and cheeky expression, try and sort of like bait Wrath into tilting. And so like whether that like some sort of like infliction happens, but I'm just like, I'm in this, I'm going to win.
Yeah. I would say
Incurring
probably
some
like
wrath.
you have like his fingernails in your yeah. All right. So you need at least 1, 2, or a 1
1, 2, or a 1. Okay,
on those 3 die.
Big money, no sixes. Or all 3 sixes. What happened? I guess this is Wrath's here already. So
Yeah, well, I think something very bad would happen if it was all wrath.
4,
Uh-huh.
4,
Yeah.
1.
Ah, what?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just looking to steal anything. It doesn't have to be the song.
Steal anything off of him. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let the dice decide if you steal the song. I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to use my fancy die. If it is an even number, you've stolen the song.
Yeah.
If it is an odd number, you've stolen something else.
Okay.
Here we go.
There we go. Let's go.
You stole the song.
Yes.
Now you have to get out.
Yep. Just quick question. Now, does it shift because I succeeded on it to 3-3?
Correct.
Brilliant.
Okay.
I will hold it here so that the others can interact.
Yeah, I'm going to say that he does it, that you can give a signal to your group. But that because of the fact that you were able to get it, that and how you succeeded, that Wrath doesn't know that you have the song.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, cool. All right. So what I'll do is I'm going to give out our famous signal that Mima Maggie has taught us. And I'm going to go...
Cheese it.
Cheese it!
All right.
You have to kick him in the balls now.
Kick someone in the balls and I get going.
Now, do I need to make a lover roll for that at all? So that they just know?
No, because we've already established that they know.
Okay, cool. I love it.
So I no, that can be a free action.
Also-
Now, if they're going to kick someone in the balls and then run, everybody needs to make a check for that.
All right,
Okay,
cool. Yeah.
cool.
So
I think we should all
checks,
kick people in the balls.
sitter checks all around for kicking
That's
folk
fair.
in the balls and
Yeah.
running.
That is 2 1s.
Wait.
Oh boy.
Okay, that is 1 success. Sam gets out. Hector,
2. Oh, Hector.
Maggie, you got out.
Yeah, but with complication.
Okay, Hector.
I rolled a 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock eyes with Sam and take my final scar to do a heroic sacrifice.
Are you you're giving yourself over to the train?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hopefully be able to transfer the song before I do, though, towards Sam, if possible.
Yeah, I mean, if you have
Brilliant.
made the decision,
Yeah,
that is
I'm
how
taking
you. Yeah. You don't even have
Taking
to
my
roll for
final
it.
scar. Hells yeah. Okay, so I would just like to do as much damage or to distract Wrath enough that Sam and Mima Maggie can get out of here. His
Okay.
final words. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Before you give me your final words, the complication, Maggie, is that you realize you don't want to leave Hector. So Sam has to like drag you out. So
Well,
Hector, tell me what happened. Like, what is your
Alright.
last stand look like?
So I take out my ace of spades and it starts to burn brilliant white red hot, and you can see the fingers start to sear onto the ace of spades as it does, and I just start slashing and throwing and like working my way up Wrath's form, and I'm going to say, you need to know when to hold them. You need to know when to fold them. But the house always wins. And then I'm going to go try and do my last blow on the house. The house always wins. And yeah.
So the camera is going to pull back from the train, right? And we're following Maggie and Sam rushing back through the train. And in the background, we see Hector like just decimating everything around him, and that door shuts tight, and Sam and Maggie can't get back in, and they follow out, and they get all the way to the back of the train, and something happens when you go out into the very last car, right? The caboose. You end up in the caboose, and as you shove open the back of the caboose, you're back home. Forward in the train is hurtling into the pit, but out that back door is like a portal back home, and you're able to get back home. And our postscript is a post-credit scene. I'm gonna say our post-credit scene is that we flash back to the very front of the train as it's still heading to hell, and there's just like destruction everywhere, and Hector's laying on the ground, just like not in a good way, seems to be dead, right? Like no life left. And Wrath is kind of smirking and chuckling to himself, and the camera pans down and we see Hector's his fingers twitch.
Hells yeah.
That is the end of the Great Soul Train Robbery.
Can I add one thing in that scene? The song, the gambler is playing.
It's playing,
like,
absolutely, 100%.
And when to hold them, when to fold them. Amazing.
And the song, the two of you decide that it wouldn't be right to sell the song because your friend gave up his soul / life for it, but like you can't quite get away from your nature, so you do charge people to listen to it.
Can I ask what that service is called? Mima Maggie's music? Or...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we Oh yeah, we say we call it Mima and Grandpa Hector's cure-all remedy is like the new
Oh,
thing.
I love it.
So it's like it's now like like it's got that like kind of family brand logo on it. It's like old Mima and Hector there like sitting on a porch.
It
Yeah.
still cures blindness.
Is Miss Maggie not blind anymore?
Oh no, still blind.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but
Just
we do a
tell
thing
people
where I'm like,
that it is.
where I'm like, I tap her leg the number of times, like how many fingers am I holding up, Mima?
Oh, 3.
Oh, it's amazing.
Cured my blindness. Oh, you guys are so slimy. I love it. So that was the great Soul Train Robbery by Alexi, Sargent, Cloven Pine Games. I really enjoyed it. It was super
Yeah,
fun.
it was fun.
Also,
Hells yeah.
I love the idea that you were willing to give yourself
Oh, hells
give
yeah.
yourself
Yeah,
up.
that was dope.
That was
That was
rad.
cool.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And with that in mind, let's do our moments of gratitude.
Hells yeah.
What happened during this game that we're all in?
Jeez, the machine gun was just a twist that
Yeah.
I was like, this is awesome. Just a lady just like, I'm just gonna go and touch stuff. Oh yeah, this feels like a lever. Oh cool. Oh man, that's realistic.
Wow. The games here are
Amazing.
great.
Yep.
So good. I have to say, oh, go, sorry. No,
No, you go. No, you
No,
go.
you go.
No, you.
No,
No,
you.
you. No, you hang up first. No,
I
you.
insist.
Guys.
No, you.
No, can't insist.
No, you.
It works on anyone
Okay.
else but me. You know that.
I will say that I adored the system, and I love coming to your tale, Sarah, because every time I sit down, I'm excited to see what we're going to do next. We had this like huge overarching story that was a part of a different story, and I loved every single moment of it. And no point was it not believable or I was not immersed or enjoying myself. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank the other players here because I was laughing. And by the end of it, I was sad to see Hector go down.
Yeah,
because
I couldn't let him go all the way down.
No, I do love that.
Hector's gonna
I do
live
love
on.
that. Let's go. Yeah,
I
I'm
think
keen.
Raph saw some of himself in Hector there at the
Right?
end there. So I think,
yeah. There was a connection that I wanted to make, which was I really want to make the connection between the wrath that he did in the flashback in the poker room,
Yes.
and the wrath there.
Yeah.
But I'm just very grateful for the generosity that everyone brought to the table, and I felt really good to be here with you guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah, everybody was very willing to just go with whatever craziness came up, which I appreciate so much.
Hell yeah.
See, that's what I was going to say. I was grateful. I was grateful that everyone was so willing to do stuff. But I'm also grateful to spend this morning with you guys because it's always a pleasure. It's always so much fun. It's like, I don't know. It's like, some people say like when you play like tons of games, they must get boring after a while. No, it's a lie. This is just so amazing. It's so much fun. I'm grateful for Jay's ability to kind of go with the wackiness that happened like so many times. Like even just the fact that it's like, yes, you're my Mima. He's like, okay.
Yes, I am.
Let's go.
Yes.
And the relationship between Hector and Sam when Hector did his flashback, he's like, and then Sam walks in. I'm like, oh, do I? Okay, cool. Here we go.
Here I am.
And then Sarah picking up like all these little pieces. Like I find the person who is clearly the richest in the room. Being able to like everyone feeds so well off each other, and there were so many like just awesome scenes. And I'm gonna say this as well. I have now been inspired because, as Dredd knows, I have a game that I love to death called Through the Breach. It's one of my all-time favorite RPG games, and there's a group of characters in it called the Crossroads Seven, who are literally a band based on the seven deadly sins.
Rad.
I'd love to do this kind of game with going through each of the cabooses with each of the band members of the seven deadly sins
Dope.
all the way through the train,
That would
leading
be
to Raph
cool.
and the thing. That'd be freaking awesome. If I do run that,
hells
Sarah,
yeah.
I guarantee I'm going to put you on that table.
Oh yeah, please. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and I love how the rooms are generated as well. Like I love that, like that there was that element of randomness when it came to like traveling and
Yeah, there's
going
so
to
many.
different
That's a cool thing about this game is that you can keep like each game will absolutely be different. Like we could play with these same characters and the train and the conductor and where it's coming from and what it runs on. It would all be different because there's so many different things that you roll on to do it. It gives so many things for the game master to like just find all the pieces. How can I make this all good? And then like it runs on hearts. So the demon asked for your heart to like, there's all these things that you could have done. Another option would have been that it could have run on your bones. It could have run on your blood. It could have run on your nightmares. Like there's a lot of different things. And like, and it was very serendipitous. Like I rolled randomly that people were gambling in that first room. That was not because I had a gambler with me. Like, there's so many other things that could happen. And there's like so many train cars that we didn't even get to. I would definitely we should definitely do it again. Maybe the next one you're going to go rescue Hector.
That would be cool.
I did have a plan to rescue Hector, which I knew that we were a bit cut for time, but I was going to have one of the snakes be a anaconda and just swallow Hector and then just
bring him out.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I mean, technically he's dead.
Technically,
for now.
We'll fix it. Then you've got the song. I feel like the song could do something.
And we have, and don't forget the Miss Maggie and Hector cure-all. Resurrect the dead.
Yeah. And then you can use that as a selling point. Like, hey, I did it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Came straight. Yeah, it's the oil straight from the snake's mouth. I mean, that's how
Straight from the snake.
Straight from the snake.
Amazing. Hells yeah.
I just like so much appreciate, even though it was a sort of a darker, grittier that I don't normally do, that we still had so many like full belly laugh moments in this. Yeah. It was really lovely. This is how I like to spend my evening, friends.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Yay!
Let's go. We did it.
Yeah, let's go around the table. Let's tell everybody where we can be found again on the internet and like what we have coming up that we are very excited to be plugging. I'm going to start with Jay. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at MrJ_Zetro. Normally just chilling and hanging out. And if you ever want to have a conversation or talk about things you may just want to talk through or anything like that, you can find me on there. Be sure to reach out or just give me a follow and it'll be cool.
And as you can see, Jay is a delight at the table. So like if anybody needs an extra player, ping him on the Twitters.
Yeah.
On the tweeters.
On the tweeters. What about you, Dread? Where can we find you?
You can find me anywhere that you can search Dreaded GM. Please do so. If you want updates with what's happening with me in the Dreadiverse, you can come over to my Twitch channel, which is Dreaded GM, and then you can be directed to the Discord because we push a lot of a lot of our announcements into the Discord there, so you'll be updated with what's going on. One of the biggest events happening on the horizon is Jasper's Game Day, which is coming up. Dag is probably going to tell you about it too. We have two things happening. I'll be running a game during Jasper's Game Day, and there will be a big 12-hour marathon that me, Dag, and Robert Harley GM is going to be running. Yes, Dag.
I forgot you've got an event on before then.
Right. I've got Hallmark. Yes. Yeah, so I'll be running.
I like that was a question. Do I?
Do I? Yeah, I do. I am running a special one shot. I do seasonal events, which are there's a homebrew setting that I have called Hallmark, or codename Hallmark, just in case Hallmark actually comes from me. I don't think they will, but Hallmark is essentially my answer to having a realm or of celebration. So any way that we can celebrate, we celebrate in Hallmark, and I invite all my dear friends to come play with me. Sarah, I'm looking at you.
I'm here. I'm totally
Jay,
here. I was actually just looking it up. I sent you I sent
Oh,
you
right, yeah.
my NPC, or I could play her, like, depending on time.
Let's play. So we have things going on all the time. That one, we will be pushing the date to the Discord soon, so look out for that one. But yeah, come join us. We have a lot of fun. Our main goal as a community is to foster and cultivate creative confidence and positivity in all things, including gaming. So thank you.
Yay. All right. So now, Michael, you have to follow that like burst of love with whatever you're gonna say.
Right. Well, how do I follow Dread's love? I mean,
I know.
all right. Well, look, guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. I'm just a dude, right? Like I just ended up on the internet somehow, and I just can't find my way out.
Help! I'm trapped here.
Yeah, help! It's like literally just trapped here. I'm going from stream to stream trying to find the exit. But
this is very
you can find me.
leap.
Yes, you find me. You can find me usually on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/deadaussiegamer. I do have my Discord. I do have my Twitter. I do a lot of games for Patreon. So if you do want to play a game where I am running it for you, head on over to patreon.com/deadaussiegamer. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. At the moment, that's all I really offer of value. There's also like one-on-one instructional tutorial stuff that no one claims every month. I'm looking at you, my Patreons currently, but I do offer it. Because I think promoting D&D and being an ambassador to tabletop role-playing is just an important element of communication, and what I think is a really good thing to help support people in positive gaming, mental health, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. On the side, I also do a ton of performances. So I'm on the D&D channel. I'm on World Anvil. I'm on How to Be a Great GM. I'm literally everywhere. So Googling Dead Aussie Gamer, you'll usually find where I'm lurking about. And as Dread said, we have a big show coming up. Two big shows, in fact, coming up for myself, Rob, and Dread. Each of us are going to be running individual games over the Jaspers Game Week, but also on the 14th of May, Australian time, 13th of May for you folks in the US. We are going to be running a 12-hour marathon, which is going to be a Quantum Leap slider-style Dungeons & Dragons session, which is going to be starting out on Robert Hartley GM's channel. It's going to be starting out on Dreaded GM's channel, then bouncing over with the cast and crew to Robert Hartley's channel, then bouncing over onto my channel with special guests, including but not only limited to Luke Gygax and Guy from How to Be a Great GM, who will be joining us over the course of it. It is going to be an epic adventure, which is to raise funds for Jasper's Game Day. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a wonderful charity that focuses on providing resources in the goal of aiding in suicide prevention. Times of the year, it gets difficult no matter where in the world you are or what you're doing. And it's really important to remember that love and support can come from many different places. And to have D&D or role-playing games be a tool that will help raise funds and facilitate that is very important to me. And if you are interested, go check it out now. Go follow them on Twitter. Go check out all their content creations. I know that the US have a contingent also doing stuff. So Brennan Lee Mulligan's doing stuff. Satine Phoenix, all of the friends in the RPG group are doing stuff. So yeah. Go explore. Yeah, have fun.
Go check it out. And it sounds like if you were American, perfect way to spend Friday the 13th. So
let's go.
Get a bunch of games.
You get 12 hours of awesome gaming content. Hours. It's going to be amazing. It's one big story.
Yeah.
It is.
Hi everybody. Hi, I'm Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actress Sarah Moore. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Ko-Fi and TikTok at Pixies and Pins. You can find me here on twitch.tv/GenConTV every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific on Sarah's Table. Next week, I think we're finally bringing the puppets in.
Yay!
Lord help me.
Who do you have?
Well, we have some Perception Studios guys, and we have some of the Kobolds. So we are going to be playing Rebel Scum by 9th Level Games, and it's going to be puppets in space. Maybe.
Nice.
We'll see what happens.
Puppets in space.
Puppets in space. I think that's what's happening. Maybe not. Like the puppets are a bait and switch for me quite a bit. So you'll have to come back here and find out.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I having played with some of the Perception Studio guys, I wrote an entire adventure about how they needed to escape the apocalypse of like an entire city. They had to like break down an alien jamming tower and get on a submarine. Honestly, I think Cucumber was just after a Michelangelo ice cream.
I love Cucumber. I just recently got to
don't tell him I said that.
I'm going to tell him. I definitely I just recently got to do like a chat show with them while I was in LA in studio with Cucumber and Chunk, and I got to like hang out with them and be like, "Hi friends, how are things?" It was a treat. Everybody come back, do all the things. And thank you everybody for being at my table. I appreciate you all so much for just like I didn't even tell you what we were playing. I was like, I just need you to show up. We're doing it.
Yeah. Let's go.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you all for watching at home and for joining me on this journey. Thank you to Gen Con for allowing me to have a place here and have my home be at Gen Con TV. Thank you to my long-suffering partner, who I'm definitely just going to hand this to and go edit it into something pretty. Thank you, Jeff. We love you. I'm really excited to be continuing doing this, and I want everybody to keep an eye out because we are putting together Gen Con TV Presents live at Gen Con this year. And so there's going to be a live episode of Sarah's Table streaming from Gen Con, and I'm going to be doing a couple of crazy live Actoroki events for World of Chaldea, and I'm just going to be doing things forever.
Yeah.
So also, just like I'm all over the place. So like if you say Pixies and Pins 3 times into the mirror, I might show up in your mirror and DM a game for you. So just like know that could happen. Thank you. I'm excited to see you all again soon. So as always, keep making art and keep being art. We will see you next time. Mwah.
Bye.
Party. Dance party.
Ooh.